On a scale of 1 to 10, most people would say that the release of version 1.7 for Jurassic World Alive, honestly, they will probably say it didn't even register on the scale. And while, yeah, I mean, yesterday was pretty rough, but I guess maybe I'm just giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm pretty sure Ludia did not want to release a game that had bugs. I'm sure they did not want to have it sitting in the Google Play Store for 12 plus hours without its player base able to get to the game. But I also kind of think that they really didn't plan that, and it's beyond their control. So I guess I'm willing to give them more of a benefit of the doubt. We've really had like minimal problems with the game since its launch. Yeah, there's a handful of things like dinosaurs that spawn inside the cups of strike towers. That's annoying. The who goes first in the battle arena. Yeah, it's a nuisance. But at the end of the day, like, it doesn't ruin my gameplay experience. And yes, if you are on an Android device, it ruined your gameplay experience yesterday because you weren't able to play at all. But do you really think Ludia wanted to take an entire day of having a brand new update and tell probably more than half the player base, by the way, you guys are excluded from this? I don't buy it. And so with that being the case, I guess I'm willing to give them benefit of the doubt. This morning things seem to be running quite a bit better than they were yesterday. I'm actually able to find battles in the battle arena. That's not to say that it's perfect. There are still some glitches and some bugs in it. But like, Ludia has not ever given me the indication that they're not gonna fix things that are wrong. And in fact, it's quite the opposite. They seem very receptive to feedback from the player base. For example, I've been like screaming from the highest hills as loud as I can, give me a sorting option on my dinosaurs when I'm on the team mode here. Look what we have in 1.7. Like, you can sort by the default, rarity, A to Z, level, health, attack, speed. That is Ludia listening to the player base. So like, I'm gonna give them a pass. They've earned it in my viewpoint. You are completely within your right to say, no, they haven't earned it. The game has minor bugs all the time, and I guess I just assume every game is going to have minor bugs, and at some point they'll get fixed. And it doesn't ruin my day, and it doesn't ruin my gameplay experience. So if you were adversely affected by the game, I'm sure Ludia is sorry. I feel bad that you had such a terrible experience yesterday. It wasn't great for anybody. So I guess more so than if you look at the Ludia forums, I guess I am willing to give them more of a pass and more of a, you know what, they'll fix it type mentality than a large amount of people. And that's actually, it's kind of sad. End of rant. Let's talk about some new dinosaurs here. What we have is I have 7 new dinosaurs locked and loaded, ready to go. And I'm not gonna do it all at once here. I still have Diplodocus from like 1.3 that is still out there that I have not unlocked, and it actually has a unique hybrid, and I'm still not going to unlock it. Let's talk about something new, and I'm gonna talk about probably what I think is the ugliest creature in the game. I mean, this thing is this Purutaurus, Peru, I don't know, I'm gonna say Purutaurus because I don't know what it really is. This thing is ugly, but it is an epic creature. So here I go, unlock it. I honestly don't even remember it. It's Purutaurus and Carnotaurus, I think. Purutaurus and Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus are the two that create this one. It has base level, so this is level 11, 1876 on the health, 529 on the attack, which is really low, but we're gonna get into that in just a second, and a 110 speed. So the stats are not mind-boggling, but it does have some interesting move sets here. It's got Cleansing Strike, which is gonna cleanse itself. That's nice, especially in a bleed meta, and deal 1x damage. Precise Rampage, one of the new moves, deals 2x damage, bypassing cloak and evasive abilities. That's really nice. It has a cooldown of 1. This is gonna like in theory, this is going to be nice against dinosaurs like Indominus Rex, Indoraptor, what's the other one? Urlodom, the ones that have the evasions. And then you're going to have long protection, deal 1 times damage, 50% defense for 4 turns. That's quite a while for 50% defense. Instant distraction is a priority move. We all know what this does. Target's damage is reduced by 90% for 1 turn with a cooldown of 1. But then here is the really nice part of this dinosaur. And if you are going to run this dinosaur, here's why you're running this dinosaur. It has a counterattack as its passive. It destroys shields. Cool. Deals 33% of target's max HP as armor-piercing damage after receiving and surviving a physical attack. Very much the way that the lethal wound on Spinotosuchus does 33% of max HP damage. This does the same thing, except you can't be immune and skip it. You can't put up a shield and skip it. You can't be distracted and skip it. Okay, I'm editing this video and it turns out that this is not 100% accurate. I did a friendly battle after I recorded this, and it turns out that the counterattack can be distracted. So if you have a distraction against you, the counterattack will do whatever half of 33% is. It's like 15 and change % instead of the full 33%. Just wanted to add that in there so you guys didn't flame me in the comments. It is going to hit you regardless for 1/3 of your health. That is a really nice move. On any other dinosaur, it would be borderline broken, but on this creature, I think it's nice. I'm not going to spend the coins. I'm completely broke. I've been leveling things up. I've been toying with things. But what I want to do is I want to take it into the battle arena, but I'm not going to take it to the battle arena. What I'm going to do is I'm going to modify, and we are going to dump my Tenontorex in favor of our newest addition. Now in the beta, I thought this was a nice dinosaur. It didn't wow me though. So my viewpoints of this may be different than yours. If you're seeing it for the first time, like 33% as a counterattack, that's amazing. It really is, but just know that my mindset is kind of skewed a little bit because I saw everything that was out, and this one just kind of underwhelmed for me. But what I'm gonna do is, there's a couple things that we need to dart here, but I'm gonna head over here to the heavy armor, which I think is a good opportunity to test out this counter attack. And I'm also gonna dart that Ornithormimus. Another thing, not to dwell on this, but another thing people really don't like is the new darting. And I kind of like it. I understand why people don't like it, but just like when you first started darting in the game, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get used to it. It's just not what you're accustomed to. And so I think if you just give it a chance in a couple days, you're gonna be just fine. I actually like that I don't have the wild fly-offs like I did before, which is what they were trying to fix, is when you put too much sensitivity down and your drone would just shoot off across the screen. They wanted to reduce that. So I feel like the drone actually stays a little more central. Now, the reason why people don't like this is because on some of the dinosaurs, like this thing right here that I can't pronounce, when it starts galloping, it's really difficult to get to the other side of the screen with the drone. So I understand that. All right, so here we go. We are going to just see how we do in this tower. I'm gonna lead with this, and then that's really the only thing I'm trying to do. So after this, I kind of just want to destroy the tower and not mess around with it anymore. So I will just put in other dinos that can easily take it out. But we have high armor, I believe is the theme of this one. So let me see if my Purutaurus, yeah, because it's Carnotaurus and Pururasaurus. All right, so what I want to do is I'm actually going second here. So I think I want to, well, they like don't have anything. So I'm just going to take the least amount of damage possible here. I'm going to go with the instant distraction, long protection. Now my counterattack should hit through all of this. It broke the shield and a third of the damage. So that's, and what's cool about this is it doesn't even matter what your opponent has like going on, because, and it doesn't matter what level yours is. You're going to do 33% damage no matter what, which makes it very strong. Like, the more you level up, actually the weaker it gets, if that makes sense. And then, gosh, with this cooldown of 1, this is kind of like a stall dino, because I can put up a shield that does 50%, and then on top of that, I can do instant distraction, and I'm gonna hit almost 700 per attack on my opponent. That is crazy. I've got something going on. I think I have vulnerability strike, so I'm just gonna cleanse that off because I'm taking a little bit of extra damage here. And another 700, cleanse, strike. I barely took any damage. And I think that was an even level match. I think that was 11 and 11. That's pretty tanky. I'm not gonna lie there. So if I were to go with precise rampage, short defense, I'm gonna knock your shield out. There's my counterattack for 1/3 of the damage, and then 2 times, which means all I have to do here is go instant distraction. I'm gonna get the knockout. I might need to change my mind on this thing. This is kind of a beast. It's ugly as sin, but like at even levels, it is just cleaning house on these other dinos. Now this isn't a true like battle arena experiment here. Man, I don't see any reason not to do this, because I'm not going against like Thorodolosaur, things that can do just massive amounts of damage. Put my shield back up. Okay. Now I'm going to do my instant distraction. Actually I'm not. I'm gonna see if I can just flat out win right here. I barely survived there, but that's all I needed to do. This should be good. I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking at even levels, that was pretty impressive. Because it was epic versus epics. There was 1 rare thrown in there. And just fail well. I can't, man. I'm sorry. I'll catch you next time though. That was nice. Let me try this again. If I knew that I was going to get this dinosaur, the Purutaurus, in the friendly battle, I definitely would have tried that. Alright, same thing, a little bit better competition here. Notapatosaurus could present some problems, but the higher HP on Notapatosaurus is actually going to work against it. What do I have here? Rampage, vulnerability strike. So I think I'm just gonna go straight up with the instant distraction here. See what happens. This is a rare class, but it is a level higher than my epic. Why do I feel like that was closer to 50% of damage there? So now I'm gonna put up my shield. On my next turn, I'm most likely gonna go vulnerability strike. Okay. I'm gonna go my cleansing because I'm vulnerable now. So I'm gonna take a little bit of extra damage that I don't want to take. And Kylocodon, which I'm actually faster than. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the cleanse because I don't want to take additional damage here. If I'm trying to run the table, we want to preserve as much damage as possible. And it looks like I'm gonna get the knockout right here. Okay. Nice, nice. And now I have to be able to take out Notapatosaurus. Not gonna be easy, but I am faster. I'm still just gonna go instant distraction here. Shield of 50%, instant distraction of 75%, I believe it was. So it was 24 damage. 840. And I think I just go right here for the shield. I mean, for the 2 times damage. I'm gonna get hit for 120. I'm surviving. I think yeah. I'm gonna completely take out this first 2 levels of a rare tower here. And let me just finish this off. 1 more level to go. It is holding its own. I would like to see it up against some stronger competition. But if you are in the lower levels of the arenas and your like average dinosaur level is probably under level 20, I definitely think this dinosaur can play a role on your team and be very effective. Now, we're gonna get a true test here because level 12, a level 14, and a level 16 is not going to be easy. We're talking, what, 5 levels and 3 levels higher with the same rarity class. That's gonna be a good barometer for exactly how well you can stack up against teams that are better than you. I'm slower. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the instant distraction. With this dinosaur, I feel like your whole goal is just to survive as long as possible, because every counterattack, if you're doing 33% damage, that means that in 9 attacks, I'm gonna wipe out if I can survive for 9 total attacks, I think I wipe out the entire tower here. Let me see, so there was 1 attack. That's 2 attacks. Okay. And there's nothing saying that I'm playing this exactly correct. So this is gonna be 3 attacks. I wanna do the cleansing just because I don't wanna be vulnerable. The crit hurts a lot right there, I'm not gonna lie. It was a wasted attack right there, but like I said, I wanted to get rid of that vulnerability. So we are at 3 attacks, and we're about 50% gone of our health. Now this is gonna be tough because we could end up getting stunned quite a bit here. I'm gonna go for the most damage I can do right here. Luckily there's no like stunning rampage available for my opponent. Ooh. Oh no. I feel like with the way that just happened, I feel like maybe we just went under some kind of a hotfix maintenance. Because I have full health. Let me go check Twitter and see if in fact Jurassic World Alive just mentioned maintenance. Nothing stated here. I don't know. Something happened. I have no idea if I won this tower or not. In fact, I couldn't have won the tower, but I'm more impressed with this, especially if you are a newer player or a player at lower levels, where you can actually put in a little bit of resources into the Purutaurus and get it to your team level. I think it has a place on pretty much anybody's team if you're not running uniques or multiple uniques or predominantly uniques. How about that? It looks like it's going to be able to hold up against most legendaries. Definitely all epics, rares, and commons. I give it a thumbs up. So unfortunately I'm not able to finish out that tower, but I think you guys have seen what you needed to see. That's all I've got for this one. So until next time.